When the Bible refers to someone's heart, it's talking about the real person. It's what's underneath all the externals of your life, the externals of your appearance, and even the externals of your personality. You know that you can form a personality that's not even the real you? You can form a personality just to be liked or accepted by people, and it may not even be who you really are, but oftentimes we put on facades. We put on a certain aspect of life, and it's not really the real us, but they're the externals of how we present ourselves to the world, and that's not your heart. Your heart is something that is not external. Your heart is the real you. It is internal, and it's quite easy for us to misread or to misinterpret somebody's heart. Have you ever misread someone's heart before? You thought you knew who they really were, but you found out later you really didn't know who they really were, either good or bad. Sometimes people can look really good on the outside and be really bad on the inside. They can do all the nice things externally, but something's not right inside. You and I can't see it, but God can. And so we can look really good externally, and God says, no, I look past all of that facade. I look past all even the religious activity that you do and the religious stuff that you know, and I'm able to see what's really going on down inside of the real you. This was the issue with the Pharisees, Jesus and the Pharisees. Because externally, the Pharisees were very religious people. They did all the right things. They followed the rules. They prayed. They fasted. They did all these kind of things that you would expect a spiritual person to do. But nevertheless, on the inside, they had no personal, real relationship with God. They were Pharisees. They were self-righteous. Jesus had a number of confrontations with the Pharisees. I don't have time this morning to walk you through all the confrontations that Jesus had with the Pharisees. But Jesus was very straightforward with them. Let me give you a couple of examples. Matthew chapter 12, verse 34, Jesus speaking to the Pharisees, he said, "You brood of vipers." That's a good way to start a conversation, is it not? You brood of vipers, how can you who are evil say anything good? For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. So he looks past the externals and says, I see what's really going on inside of you. Luke 16, verse 15, again, he said to them, to the Pharisees, you're the ones who justify yourselves in the eyes of others, but God knows your hearts. What people value highly is detestable in God's sight. So you can look at someone at times and think, hey, they really got it all together. They're really spiritual. But God looks at the heart.